Hey everyone, today I want to introduce you to a very important concept in project management. We call it Earned Value Reporting or EVR. Now, this tool helps us understand how our projects are performing and where we might need to make adjustments. Okay, so what exactly is Earned Value Reporting? So let's take a look at it. Now, Earned Value Reporting combines three key elements. One is planned value, the planned value of a task in dollar terms or rupee terms or whatever currency you have put there. The other component or element is actual cost for doing that work. And the third component is the earned value, the actual value of the work which has been accomplished. So it could be like 80% of the work which is accomplished or 50% of the work which is accomplished. So you can calculate that. Now, this allows us to track both the cost and progress of a project in one place, which is very important, right? So in a project, we have three important components as per the triple constraint. One is the cost parameter, the other is the schedule parameter, the third one is the scope parameter. With the earned value reporting, we are tracking both of these two parameters, which is cost and schedule of a project at one place. So how does this help with managing a project? By comparing these three values, earned value reporting gives us clear picture of how much work has been completed versus how much money has been spent and how that aligns with our original plan, which is the PV value. Now, this helps in identifying issues early in the process, whether it's a cost overrun or any kind of delays. All right. So what we're going to do in next few minutes is I will walk you through the simulator or a simulation which I've created using an AI tool, and we'll simulate these different values as per the data sheet here. All right. So this is the EVM chart, on value reporting chart, and this has pre-populated values, and you can see that it's showing at the end of the 6th month, at the completion of the 6th month, M6. So the two axes here, this is the cost axis, this is the schedule axis, and all these work units are distributed for these 6 months. Okay, and you can see that at the end of the 6th month, it's showing a schedule SPI or the schedule variance of 0.96, which is just short than 1, and CPI 0.94, which is just short than 1. That means there is still some schedule variance and cost variance. So schedule variance and cost variance in terms of how much dollar amount of cost is there in terms of additional cost, and how much more work needs to be done. So it also shows budget at completion, right, which was our original planned value, and EAC is the new cost, you can say, which would be needed to complete the work. So original cost was this, and this is the new cost. So EAC is estimate at completion. So BAC is budget at completion. Now, an estimate at completion based on how we have progressed on the schedule and the cost is going to be this, which shows a cost variance of $900. Okay. Now let's try to understand the whole thing from the beginning. Okay. So I'll turn all these values into zeros. Okay. And we'll only have planned values. Okay. So you can see we only have the planned value in the beginning of the month. So we'll start with values. Let's say at the end of the first month, we say, okay, how much cost we have incurred, how much cost we have spent, and it will tell you $2,000, and how much of work has been completed. So how much of work of the planned value which we have completed, how much of it is completed? We can say it's 100% completed. So 100% means $2,000 of work has been completed. Okay, let's assume that our cost is okay, it is as per the planned value, and the amount of work that has been completed is 100% for this particular work unit. So you can see there's almost perfect alignment here. Okay, and our original budget is $14,500, and our estimated completion is also the same as per the progress in the first month. At the end of the first month, our CPI and SPI schedule and cost variance is perfect. They're one. That's the ideal index we should have, and there's zero variance on the cost and schedule. Okay, let's look at the second month. Okay, second month we have to complete a work unit which is planned for 2,000 units, and we say the cost again. We say okay, this also is perfect. We spent the same amount of cost, and our in terms of earned value for this work, the amount of work which has been accomplished for work unit 2 is also 100%. If it's 80%, that means 80% of 2,000 will be 1,600. But for now, we'll say 2,000, 100%. Okay, again, you see the perfect alignment here, right? At the end, our all the values look good, right? So we are in the second month now. Second month, everything is going well. Schedule cost variance 1, CV 0, cost and schedule variance 0. Okay, our budget and EAC value is same. And we made progress, 27.6% on the overall project work. In the third month, we see that, okay, we're completing the third work unit in the third month. We see, let's say we enter some variance there. Let's say we have spent more money here than what was planned. So instead of 3,000 units, we spent something around $3,500. That's it. See, that has impacted the estimated completion cost. So that shows that there's going to be a cost variance of almost $3,500, and it will also have an impact on your schedule. Okay. Here also, in terms of EV, the earned value for this particular unit of work, which was planned for $3,000. Let's say we have done only 80% of this 3,000. So that is 80 into 3,000, 2,400. Okay. So here, if you pay attention here, so our original planned value was 3,000, and we have spent more money, more than $3,000, and we have done less amount of work, less than 3,000, which is 80% of this work has been done. We still need to do 20% of the work, right? So based on the progress in the third month, we see there is and has been an impact on the the cost. Your cost performance or cost efficiency has gone down. Your schedule efficiency has gone down. Okay, it is 0.91 now, and that is resulting into a projected cost variance of $1,100 and schedule variance of $600. Okay, uh, which also means that your schedule is going to be delayed by 0.03 months. Okay, and then the budget at completion, which was $1,400, now it's going to be 16,992. Okay, so you have additional cost of $1,100. Okay, let's say the same trend continues again, and we are seeing some more cost escalation here. Instead of $3,000, we spent some $3,400, and here in the work unit, for the work unit 4 for the fourth month, we have spent something around. Let's say we have not completed the full work, we have completed 80% of this 3,000. So that again would be okay. Now let's see. So where is it taking us? So we have completed 60% of the work in the fourth month, and we are behind schedule 0.5 months. Our cost overrun is $2,100. Okay, our schedule index is 0.88, and cost efficiency is 0.81. Okay, which is less than one. Ideally, it should be one or around one. Now, what should you do as a project manager in this situation, right? So your focus will be, how do I bring down this cost? How do I align this cost? Because you see the red line and the purple line here, the gap is almost of $2,100, right? So you have to make sure that this red line, which is projected to go up in the fifth and the sixth month and subsequent months, it comes in alignment to this planned value. Okay, so you have to make your every effort, align your every effort to make sure your cost and schedule is taken care of, and you do all those, actions which can help you achieve the cost efficiency, and also the you need to do more work by spending less. So you should be spending less money and doing more work, which will get you more cost efficiency and better schedule performance. Okay, in the subsequent months. Now let's say we are in the work 5, and you have maybe additional resources you have put in, or some other measures you have brought in, or maybe your team is getting more productive. So you'll say, okay, for the work unit 5, we have been absolutely correct. So we have spent the same amount or less amount, let's say, okay, and we have accomplished 100% of the task, right? So we got some efficiency here, okay. So this has reduced our schedule deterioration, okay. So it has improved the schedule, meaning now the schedule delay is looking less. Uh, yeah, the schedule performance index has improved, and cost, of course, we have to take care of. Now let's look at the delta. So cost variance is 1900 and schedule variance is 1200, right? Let's say here in the work unit 6, we are spending less money, okay? So let's say we are spending only $2,000, okay? And our earned value, which is the amount of work accomplished for the work unit 6, is also 100%. Let's look at how the performance is showing at the end of the sixth month. So at the end of the 6 months, we try to recover on the cost, try to be more productive, try to be more cost efficient. Um, but that has improved the situation. You can see the cost performance index is moving towards 1. It's not 1, it's 0.90. SPI is going to 0.92, which is better than when we were at month 3, because that time the situation was really looking really bad. And our cost overrun has been just $1,400, and we have completed 91%, 92% of the project, and there's a scheduled delay of 0.5%, 5 months. That means that in next zero point 0.5 months, okay, that is work unit 6 and some part of the other pieces of work. Like for example, here we could not complete the full work. Here we are not completed the full work. So those pieces of work will be completed in the work 7th, the month 7th, for 0 0.5 months, and that will incur an additional cost of $1,400. Okay, so the gap here is very small here, and hopefully, if you follow this efficiency, then in next half a month you should be able to complete the project. right? So this is a very a kind of interesting and way to look at your project data and see and simulate different scenarios here and see how it kind of impacts your schedule and cost, and how you can kind of focus on different mitigation measures to make sure that your cost and schedule is taken care of and you are able to project or complete the project on time, uh, or with minimum delays on cost and schedule. Okay, hope you find this useful. I can also send you the link to the simulator, and I can also send you some instructions, how to build the simulator using how you prompt the AI engine. In this case, I've used Claude. I can also share those prompts with you and the entire process of simulating this whole simulator. And yeah, that's it. And I hope you understood some of these concepts and it was helpful. Do let me know in the comment section. Uh, Thank you so much.